Hello and welcome to He Said, She Said. I'm Shelley Horton and with me is 2GB breakfast host Ben Fordham. Ben, you ready for some biffo?
You know I'm always ready for you, but I don't like to class it as biffo, Shelley. I just think it's a discussion, it's a consultation. Basically, it's an intervention. It's me sorting out your issues. So what have you got today?
Well,
What's
I'm
your
glad
problem?
that you want to sort this issue out because it's the fact that women have so much shame and secrecy about women's health. So my first question to you, Ben, is do you know what endometriosis is?
Whoa, did I hear the words women's health? Are you sure? You sure you want to go there?
I
with
really
me?
do, Ben, because the thing is, we need men to know about what women go through so that they can be more understanding and also
Yes.
just have some more compassion.
Yes. You know that this is something that, naturally as blokes, when we hear those words together, women's health, it's one of these things where we accept the fact that it is an issue, but it's a maze and it's something that we don't know what we're allowed to know, what we're allowed to talk about, and what we just need to stay away from. So that's why we're a little bit scared in discussing these issues.
I actually think that that's ridiculous that you're saying you're a little bit scared. I think you're just a little bit grossed out and you don't want to and you don't want to know about it. I think it's about time that men stood up and actually said, hey, what's going on? What does it feel like? Tell me about it.
All right. Well, sister, talk to me. What's going on?
Don't
Fill
call
me in.
me
What's happening?
sister. That is not appropriate. All right, so let's talk about endometriosis. It affects 1 in 10 women in Australia, and it's where the uterine lining is in other parts of the body. So when you have your period, the body feels like it's actually bleeding internally. And I have some stats here that I want to get right. It actually leads to $9.7 billion lost in the economy, mainly because of women having time off work, but also because of health costs. Did you even know what endometriosis was, Ben?
I do know what it is, and I know people who've got it and who've had it. But look, I think when it comes to health, you need to accept the fact that this is not something that we are naturally geared to discuss with everyone and to ask questions about these things. And that's why when you go into a doctor's office, that there's an understanding straight away that anything you tell your GP, that she's not going to go telling anyone else about it. So it's like, there's a natural secrecy, a cloak of confidentiality that goes over the GP's room and anything to do with health. So therefore, we are naturally trained to not go asking questions about these things until someone wants to talk to us about it.
See, I think that is what creates shame. That's why people are embarrassed to talk about their health issues. I think
Well,
we
how
need
much
to
do
be
you know about
talking
erectile
about
dysfunction?
I think we need to be talking about women's health, for example, periods in school, because there was a study recently that showed that 1 in 4 girls would rather be bullied than admit that they had their period. So it's affecting everyday life.
Can I just ask you, how much do you know about erectile dysfunction?
I know a fair bit about it. I love health, so therefore I will be able to talk at ease about it.
Why did you look so uncomfortable then?
didn't. I
Everyone just
honestly
saw
don't.
that. You looked so awkward and uncomfortable
You have
because
no,
guess
you
what?
completely misunderstood. I love health questions. So if you want to talk about impotence, you want to talk about erectile dysfunction, I'm your gal. So yeah, no problems with it.
But all I'm pointing out is that these are issues that are naturally born out of a confidential environment, a conversation between a doctor and a patient. And then we make our own decisions about who we discuss it with. Should we talk about these things more? Yes. Should men understand more about women's health issues? Absolutely. Should women learn a bit more about men's health issues? Yes. But let's not pretend that the origin of this is based around a reluctance to know or to feel or to help. It's based around the fact that these are confidential issues and confidential matters.
I disagree completely because I think the more you keep it confidential, the more that there's shame and embarrassment, and that's what we need to lift. I mean, did you know that 1 in 3 women over the childbearing age actually has light bladder leakage, where a little bit of wee comes out? Now, no one talks about that, and really the only reason is because they're embarrassed. But men need to know that if women have gone through childbirth, that's probably likely that they'll have some light bladder leakage.
Is this my punishment for past episodes of He Said, She Said, when I've kind of maybe gone a little bit too far in my passionate arguments? Is this what you're doing to me now? This is the punishment?
This is actually me teaching you, Ben. This is me saying, please open your mind and help people everywhere. Make this part of general conversation because it's nothing to be ashamed about.
And look, at least we're talking about it on He Said, She Said, and maybe viewers can interact with us through the website and say, okay, what are some of these medical issues that men deal with or women deal with that we need to talk more about? And then maybe we can have a further discussion about it.
Okay, well, I suggest people call in to 2GB Breakfast, have a chat to you about light bladder leakage, or contact me at 9honey.com.au.
Love ya.